Hello students, today we will learn Standard 7th History subject, lesson number 5, the foundation of the Swaraj. Some of the points of this lesson we have studied in previous video and remaining points we will study in today's video. Before we start to learn today's points, let's recall the points we have studied in previous video. In previous video, we have studied the following points. Introduction, Shahaji Raje, Veer Mata Jizabai, Shivaji's companions and associates, Royal Seal or Rajmudra. Now in today's video, we will study the following points. Towards the establishment of Swaraj, the capture of Zawri, defeat of Afzal Khan, the expedition of Siddhi Johar. Let's begin with the first topic, that is towards the establishment of Swaraj. Students, the forts situated within the Jagir of Shivaji Maharaj were not under his own control, but they were under the control of Adil Shah. In those days, forts were of special importance. With a firm hold over a fort, it was possible to control the surrounding area. If one had forts, one ruled the land. Therefore, Shivaji Maharaj decided to acquire the forts that were within his own Jagir. So, Shivaji Maharaj captured the forts of Torna, Murumdev, Kondana, and Purandar, and he laid the foundation of the Swaraj. He repaired the fort Murumdev and renamed it Rajgarh. Rajgarh was the first capital of the Swaraj. Students, you can see the picture of Fort Rajgarh. This is the picture of Pali Gate on the Rajgarh. This Fort Rajgarh was the first capital of the Swaraj. Next topic to be studied is the capture of Zawri. Chandra Rao More of Zawri in Satara district was a powerful Sardar in the Adil Shahi. He opposed the founding of the Swaraj. Shivaji Maharaj attacked Zawri and captured that region in 1656 CE. He established his post there. Then he also captured Rajgarh. He also captured Raigad. He attained a huge amount of wealth from Zawri. After this victory, his activities in Konkan increased. He built the Pratapgarh fort in the Zawri valley. In this way, the conquest of Zawri increased his strength in all respects. After this, Shivaji Maharaj captured Kalyan and Bhivandi on the Konkan coast. There he came into contact with the Siddhi, Portuguese and British powers on the western coast. Shivaji Maharaj realized that in order to fight these powers, it was necessary to have a strong naval force. Therefore, he concentrated on building a navy. Next topic to be studied is defeat of Afzal Khan. Shivaji Maharaj had started capturing the forts in his Jagir and the surrounding area in the Adil Shahi territory. He had crushed the opposition of the Mores of Zawri. The work of founding the Swaraj had gathered momentum. Gathered momentum means got speed and strength. All these matters were a challenge to the Adil Shahi. At that time, the Badi Sahiba was looking after the administration of the Adil Shahi. She sent Afzal Khan, a powerful and experienced Adil Shahi general, to curb Shivaji Maharaj. Students, to curb means to control or restrict. Badi Sahiba sent Afzal Khan to control the activities of Shivaji Maharaj. Afzal Khan came from Bijapur to Vai. A meeting of Shivaji Maharaj and Afzal Khan took place on 10th November 1659 at the foot of Pratapgarh near Vai. At this meeting, Afzal Khan attempted treachery. Treachery means betrayal or violation of trust. When Afzal Khan attempted treachery, in return, Shivaji Maharaj killed Afzal Khan. He routed the Adil Shahi army. Routed means defeated completely. Adil Shahi army was defeated completely. Shivaji Maharaj paid compensation to the soldiers who were wounded in the battle. He rewarded those who had fought well. Those soldiers and officers of Afzal Khan's army who fell into the hands of Shivaji Maharaj's army were given a good treatment. Students, see the picture of Fort Panhala. This is a Teen Darwaja section of Fort Panhala. Next point is related to this Fort Panhala. The point is the expedition of Siddhi Johar. After the annihilation of Afzal Khan, Shivaji Maharaj captured the Adil Shahi forts of Panhala, Vasantgarh and Khelna. He renamed Khilna as Vishalgarh. Shivaji Maharaj had posed a big challenge before the Adil Shahi. Therefore, the Adil Shah sent Siddhi Johar, the Sardar of the Kurnool region, against Shivaji Maharaj in 1660 CE. The Adil Shah gave Siddhi the title Salabat Khan. Rustum-e-Jaman, Baji Ghorpade, and Afzal Khan's son Fazal Khan were also there to help Siddhi Johar. Afzal Khan's son Fazal Khan were also there to help Siddhi Johar. In these circumstances, Shivaji Maharaj took shelter in the Panhala fort. Siddhi's soldiers laid siege to the fort for about 5 months. Shivaji Maharaj found himself trapped inside the fort. Netaji Palkar tried to raise the siege by attacking Siddhi's army from outside, but he couldn't succeed in it as his forces were meager. Siddhi showed no signs of relenting. So Shivaji Maharaj opened talks with him. This led to slackness in the siege round Panhalgarh. Shivaji Maharaj took advantage of this situation. He escaped from the siege round Panhalgarh and proceeded to Vishalgarh. He was accompanied by Baji Prabhu Deshpande, Bandal Deshmukh and some chosen soldiers. Meanwhile, to mislead Siddhi's army, Shiva Kashid, a brave youth resembling Shivaji Maharaj in looks, came forward. He dressed up like Shivaji Maharaj. He sat in a palanquin. The palanquin left by the Rajdindi gate. It was captured by Siddhi's army. Shiva Kashid sacrificed himself on this occasion for the sake of Swaraj. When Siddhi came to know the reality, his army pursued Shivaji Maharaj. Shivaji Maharaj entrusted the responsibility of stopping Siddhi's army at the foot of Vishalgarh to Baji Prabhu Deshpande. Baji Prabhu Deshpande checked Siddhi's army at the Ghodh Pass near Gachapur. He fought with the greatest valor. Baji Prabhu died a hero's death in this battle. Because Baji Prabhu's army held Siddhi's army at bay, Shivaji Maharaj could proceed to Vishalgarh. While going to Vishalgarh, Maharaj also crushed the opposition of the Adil Shahi Sardars Dalvi of Palwan and Surve of Shringarpur. Maharaj reached Vishalgarh safely. While Shivaji Maharaj was trapped at Panhala, Aurangzeb, who had ascended the throne of Delhi, had sent Shahiste Khan, a Mughal Sardar, to the Deccan. He had invaded the Pune province. The conflict with Adil Shahi continued even as the Mughal army invaded the Swaraj. Maharaj realized that it would not be prudent to fight two enemies at one and the same time. Therefore, after reaching Vishalgarh safely, Shivaji Maharaj entered into a treaty with the Adil Shah. As per the treaty, Shivaji Maharaj returned the fort of Panhala to the Adil Shah. In this way, students, we have completed this lesson. Next lesson we will study in next video. Till then, enjoy your study. Take care. Thank you.